We were there when your grandparents.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back to the Checotah Event Center for the Checotah Crossroads Classic, presented by Bravado Wireless, as we meet the starters for the Lexington Bulldogs. We have Bree Webster, Kyra Lehman, Grady Benson, and Winterton, and you have to excuse me for not having the first names, because I literally got the roster 1.5 minutes ago. But welcome back. We have the Checotah Lady Wildcats versus the Lexington Lady Bulldogs. Alexis Hamilton, Madison Proctor, Vanessa Henson, Gracie Lewis, and Olivia Clayton are your 5 starters for the Lady Wildcats. This is our 3rd game of the day. We'll have one more to go. Our next game up will be Checotah and Lexington as well in the boys action. So the Checotah Lady Wildcats versus the Lexington Lady Bulldogs. One to keep an eye on is Olivia Clayton, number 0 for the Checotah Lady Wildcats. Very talented young lady. Their point guard, number 15, Madison Proctor. Very good ball handler. Small in stature, but, you know, as the saying goes, big things come in small packages. I don't know much about the Lexington Bulldogs, unfortunately. Like I said, we had a hard time getting a roster from them. And just got their roster here just a few minutes ago. So I apologize for not having everyone's name down. Clayton jump shot off the mark. Rebounded, however, by Hamilton. Proctor trying to get it up top to Lewis. Bounced off her hands. Henson's going to reset. Henson, jumper, bounces around, won't go. Finally pulled down by Lexington. That's Lehman. Lehman's going to pull up, and three-pointer. Excuse me, that was not Lehman. That was Grady. And a nice little layup there by Proctor. So Proctor gets the Lady Wildcats on the board. 3-2 your score. Lexington is up. And Lehman's three-pointer won't go. Rebound by Henson. Proctor wants to push. Nope, she'll slow it back down. Henson, three-pointer, too long, won't go. Tracked down, though, by number 10, Hamilton. Hamilton's jumper's blocked. Out front again is Grady. Grady jump shot from the free throw line, won't go. Rebounded, nope, they're going to call, well, it was rebounded originally by Proctor. They're going to call a jump ball, and it will be the Bulldogs, Lady Bulldogs ball. Lady Bulldogs are in kind of a dark gray. I guess it's a dark gray with white numbers, orange trim. Checotah Lady Wildcats in white with blue numbers. I'm your host, Eric Shannon, and we're on Bravado TV. We appreciate you watching. Thanks for joining us. And if you would, let us know where you're from. Just post it in the comments where you're from, where you're watching from. That foul was on number 45, Lewis, and that's our first team foul. So at the line shooting, I can't see her number. 15. Benson. Benson hit the first one, doesn't hit the second. So I watched Checotah in practice this afternoon as we were setting up our equipment, and they seem like they did a nice job of rotating the ball around and trying to get into Clayton. Clayton's their shooter. Clayton's 6'2" junior. And her shot missed that time. They said that Lexington poked it out or last touched it. Gets the ball to Clayton. Clayton kind of a fadeaway jumper. And then she's going to get called for a foul as her and number 15, Benson, got tied up. So that'll be her first and the second team foul. And errant pass. Proctor's going to bring it down court. Down to Clayton, a little bit too high. Clayton couldn't hold on to it, through her hands. And jumper right in front of Clayton was Benson. Couldn't get it to drop. So 4-2 as our score stays. Nice inside pass. Proctor found Clayton. Couldn't get it to fall. And Henson's jumper won't go. Rebounded on the other end by Benson. Benson dribbles it out of bounds, unfortunately. So it'll be a turnover underneath their basket. Proctor, three-pointer short. And will bounce out of bounds and go to Lexington. Three-pointer, good by Benson. So Benson, I don't know what her height is, but she's got to be close to Olivia Clayton. Cross-court pass, trying to get it to Proctor. And nice rebound by Clayton after the Lewis misses her shot. So now we have a 4-7 game. Three-pointer on the way, once again by Benson, won't go this time. Rebounded by Lewis. Now Clayton has a clear run, and ball poked out of her hands, and Hamilton trying to pull it in, couldn't, bounces out of bounds on her hand.
There you go. Hey, keep hustling, read the pass.
Hey, shake it off, get it back.
Read the pass.
Play your game.
Nearly lost ball. Lexington recovers, and Lady Bulldogs trying to find an opening. Launches three, won't go. Shot was taken by number 20, Winterton.
Get open.
Henson rebound backside. Her shot goes up after Thomas's miss. So now 7-6, a 1-point ball game.
Good job, good job.
Benson drives the baseline and ran in a little bit of trouble. Henson with the rebound for Checotah.
Good job, man, good job.
Look at the tip.
Proctor backside. I thought she was going to shoot a three inside to Henson. Shot by Hamilton. Three-pointer is good. Hamilton drains a three to take the first lead for Checotah, 9-7. And now a turnover. Henson picks off the pass. She's got Clayton underneath. Henson tries a shot, won't go, gets her own rebound. Hamilton, three-pointer again. This one's too much.
Hey, it's all right.
Hey, you all right? Keep shooting. You all right? Keep shooting.
Nine 9-7 as time winds down. First quarter. What's first quarter kind of went by fast. Checotah has a lead. Lexington has the ball. The Lady Bulldogs trying to set up for the last shot. And it was originally shot by Jade Wright and rebounded by Lehman. And Lehman was trying to get another shot up and was fouled. And a foul was called on number 10, Alexis Hamilton. That was her first, third team foul. So at the line is Lehman. She will shoot two. She hits the first one. So now we're at a 1-point game once again, 9-8. 3 seconds to go before this quarter is over. And second one drops in. So now we're tied ball game, 9-all. Long shot, half-court shot won't go for Henson. So that'll be the end of the first quarter as both teams are knotted up at 9 apiece. The Checotah Lady Wildcats versus the Lexington Lady Bulldogs. Folks, stick around. We've got more action to come. Second quarter will be right around the corner.
We were there when your grandparents made their first telephone call. We were there when your parents were able to choose what to watch on cable. And now, we are here for you, providing high-speed internet service to your family. There is one thing we know for sure. No matter what happens next, Cross is here to keep you connected. Cross, serving families like yours, today and tomorrow.
Welcome back to the Checotah Event Center. You got to see our commercial for Cross, our parent company, which operates in all the areas around Checotah. Checotah will have the ball in the second quarter. Start out with the ball, rather. Nearly loses it was Henson, but Proctor bails her out. Sounds good, and a little collision over there on the other side. Turnover by the Checotah Lady Wildcats. And Hamilton tries to pick it off, unable to, pokes it out of bounds. It's going to make the Lady Bulldogs fight to get back across the line. Almost see it there at the bottom of our screen. Nice driving layup there by number 15, Benson. So Benson will give the Lady Bulldogs the lead again, 11-9. Nice pass. Olivia Clayton. Oh, Proctor to Clayton, but Clayton unable to finish. And I watched her shoot earlier today. And I will say this is very uncharacteristic. So for the foul was Lehman, and that's the first personal and her first personal and first team foul. But Clayton, I watched her this afternoon and pretty shocked by what I'm seeing tonight, because she did not miss didn't miss much this afternoon. Excuse me. So she misses both of her free throws. 9-11, still the score. Somehow Lehman with a prayer got it to fall there. 13-9 now the score. And going to get called for a walk, and that's number 10, Hamilton. Hamilton shuffled her feet when she caught the pass. Long three-pointer on the way by Grady, and it drops in. Her second three-pointer of the day. Nearly got a backcourt, drops it off down underneath to Thomas. Thomas unable to finish, but is fouled, so she will go to the line. Anna Sample will get called for the foul on Lexington. So Destiny Thomas will shoot two. First one rolls in. Second one is up and good. So Thomas gets both of her free throws, and those are the first free throws made by Checotah today. Trims the lead to 5. Grady three-pointer won't go this time. That's her first miss. Rebounded down on the bottom by Lewis. Proctor pulls up long three-pointer, nothing there, but rebounded and kicked back to Thomas for 2 points. So Thomas has come off the bench for 4 points, and that's all the Checotah Lady Wildcats have in the second quarter is Thomas's 4 points. Three-point on the way, and it's good by Benson. That is her second three-pointer. Proctor throws one up, can't get the fall. Rebounded by Lewis. Lewis's shot won't go. Well, she's blocked, or hacked, I guess. And they're going to call Jade Wright for her first personal. Lewis at the line, she will shoot two. Gracie Lewis, second one up, won't go either, and rebounded by Sample. Benson, wow, once again another three-pointer, so back-to-back three-pointers for her. 22-13 now the score. Lexington starting to show their muscle a little bit. And as they were trying to go for the ball, it was, I believe that Sample that got sandwiched. Kind of some incidental contact. Got the wind knocked out of her just a bit. Ball will go over to the Lady Bulldogs. Checking in for Samples, number 5, Bree Webster. .4:23 to go in the second period. Wright, three-point attempt off the glass and rim, won't go. Rebounded by Hamilton. And Johnson trying to hit Hamilton at three-point line, overthrows her. So ball will go over to Lexington. Looks like he hit a cup and maybe got wet. Coach is wiping off. Now we're ready to go. Lexington up 22-13. Lexington Lady Bulldogs. Picked off by Hamilton. Hamilton making a run at the bucket and won't drop, and a jump ball is going to be called with possession arrow going to Checotah. So they're talking about who the possession should be, and the possession is, in fact, Lexington. So Lexington will have the ball and be bringing the ball down. 22-13, the Lady Bulldogs are in black, and they are in the lead. And, nearly a nasty fall there as Thomas was trying to go for the ball and collided with number 15, Benson. Benson nearly hit her head on the wall over here. Nice turnaround jumper by Jade Wright. 24-13, Lady Bulldogs are up. Nice backside find, and that was Henson from Clayton. So Henson has 4 points now. Proctor's trying to hit Lewis, couldn't do it. Now out front is Grady, 2 more points. So far the Lady Bulldogs have owned this quarter, and close to being backcourt. Lady Wildcats can't get anything going. Clayton finally gets another bucket. She has 4 on the night. But 17-26, the Lady Bulldogs of Lexington have owned this quarter, raining a couple of three-pointers. Grady pumps, going to drive. Jump shot is good. So Grady has 10 points by herself. For Lexington. 3-point on the way by Lewis, off the rim, won't go. Rebound by Benson. Benson, long court pass. Can't be tracked down by Webster.
Hey, deep breath. You all right? Shake it off.
Minute 37 left in the second period. Clayton dishes over to Henson. Henson, nice. So Henson has 6 now, 19-28. Pulled it within 9. Running jumper won't go. Rebound by Lewis, and shot was taken by Winterton. Hamilton jump shot's good. So Hamilton now has 5 and pulled it within 7. 28-21, just under a minute to go in the second period. Lady Bulldogs are up. And jumper won't go for Benson. Blocked by Olivia Clayton. 35 seconds. $25 seconds. Proctor cross court pass to Hamilton. Hamilton nearly loses it. Back to Proctor. Proctor to Lewis. Looks like Proctor wants to shoot that 3. 9 seconds. They've got to do something. They're at 7. Jump shot by Clayton, and it rolls in. So Olivia Clayton will add 2 more. She has 6 points, and that will be it. Heading into halftime is 28-23. The Bulldogs ran out in front, but the Wildcats kind of battled back there in the last minute and a half. 28-23, the Lady Bulldogs lead the Lady Wildcats. You can watch some of our replay action right here. Clayton driving to the bucket. Gonna see a backside three-pointer. Nope. Running jumper there by number 11, Grady. All right, folks, we'll be right back after halftime. Stick around, more action to come here at Bravado TV.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
We were there when your grandparents made their first telephone call. We were there when your parents were able to choose what to watch on cable. And now, we are here for you, providing high-speed internet service to your family. There is one thing we know for sure. No matter what happens next, Cross is here to keep you connected. Cross, serving families like yours, today and tomorrow.
Welcome back to the Checotah Event Center. We have the Checotah Crossroads Classic presented by Bravado Wireless. Your announcer, Eric Shannon, and we have Checotah Lady Wildcats in white versus the Lexington Lady Bulldogs in black. Immediately hitting the glass was Henson for 2 more points. And the Lady Bulldogs are in the lead, 28 now 25. And finding a wide open Webster, Bree Webster underneath will counter that too. So now 30-25. Lady Bulldogs went in with a 5-point lead at halftime. Ran out to 19 points in the second quarter. Henson's jumper will not go. But then the Lady Wildcats fought back and closed the gap within 5 at halftime. After they were tied up 9-9 at the end of first quarter. Driving is Benson, blocked by Henson. So, Henson. So Henson blocks the much taller Benson. Bulldogs will have the ball underneath the Wildcats' goal. Trying to reset is nope. Started to shoot the 3, then tried to kick it out to Webster. Webster unable to get over and cover the ball. So we'll turn the ball over. A chance for the Lady Wildcats to trim the lead. Trying to get the ball in to Olivia Clayton, and they do, and she is fouled when she goes up to shoot. So Clayton will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul was on number 10, Kyra Lehman. Her second personal, first team foul. And Clayton gets her first free throw to fall of the game. Second one's up and won't go, so rebounded by Henson. Nope. Stolen by the Lexington Bulldogs. Now out front is Grady, and Grady is fouled and slammed into the side of the game guard there. Oh, as is Proctor. They're going to call Proctor on this. And that's Madison Proctor's second foul. At the line shooting is Grady. First one's up and good. Second one won't go, and rebounded by Webster. Webster tries to put it up and is fouled. And fouled by Henson. So Henson will immediately pick up a foul and third team foul. So this is not what the Checotah Lady Wildcats want. They've got to do a better job rebounding, and Webster, her free throw is good. So just as the Lady Wildcats trimmed within 4, now that lead is extended again. Thomas with the rebound. Henson drives baseline, puts up against the glass. Johnson rebound. Johnson's shot won't go. Thomas' shot won't go. Henson tries again and is fouled this time. So Lady Wildcats having a booger of a time trying to get the ball just to fall. Foul's going to be called on Benson. It's her first personal, second team foul. So Henson is at the line shooting 2. First one is good. So now Henson has 9 points on the game. Second one won't go. It's rebounded by Thomas. Thomas loses it over her head. Turns the ball over to Lexington. Proctor really trying to deny Grady. And a jump ball will be called. Lexington will retain possession. Three-pointer on the way, and it's good from Winterton. That's her first points of the night. Johnson down to Thomas. Thomas, no one around her, and nice bucket off the glass. That's Thomas, 6 points now for her. 29-35, so now a 6-point differential. Remember, these two teams were tied at the end of the first quarter, 9-9. Three-pointer on the way by Benson, won't go. Rebound by Proctor, long rebound. She's going to try to drive and tries to kick it out to Clayton and popped out of bounds by Webster. Henson, turnaround jumper, three-pointer won't go. Thompson rebounds backside. Back up to Hamilton up top. Henson, jumper at the free throw line won't go. Rebound by Hamilton. Back to Henson. Henson down to Clayton. Unable to make anything happen on that trip. Lots of shots, nothing could work. Proctor intercepts the ball, so she saves that one. Thomas won't go. And ball just won't drop for the Lady Wildcats. Finally, they call a foul, but they call it on the Wildcats as Webster had the ball. They're going to call it on number Oh, they called it on Webster. Excuse me. They called it on Webster on Lexington.
Good call.
So, yeah,
Awesome call.
didn't really see. I guess they said she hit someone, swung around with her elbow. And nevertheless, third team foul for Lexington. Wildcats will inbound the ball. Proctor staves off an intercepted pass. Jump shot by Henson won't go. And a backcourt violation will be called as Thomas traveled the ball trying to get a loose ball. So a turnover. Thomas will check out. Lewis will check back in. Jumper by Benson won't go. Clayton can't get the rebound. That time Clayton dials it or pulls it in. Winterton's three-pointer bounced off the rim. Turnaround jumper. Clayton's jumper won't go. Benson's going to drive all the way in and gets the bucket and the foul. They will call number 10, Alexis Hamilton, for her second. And at the line is Benson. Benson's been 50-50. She does hit this one, though. 38-29, extend the lead. Lady Wildcats have had lots of shots on basket, but they just can't get them to fall. Proctor's jumper on the baseline bounces off the side of the backboard. And cross-court pass trying to hit right was just a bit too high. Oh, should have been up and down, but shot was bad. Turnaround jumper, three-point line is good. Wow. That was Grady, and Grady now has 14 points. 41-29. Proctor jumper and is good. That's a two-pointer. So Proctor, just her second bucket of the game. Rebound, Clayton. Under 30 seconds to go in the third period. Lady Wildcats are down by 10. 18 seconds. Lewis will turn and shoot and is good. And wow, Anna Sample hits one right before the buzzer. 44-33 your score. At the end of three, Lady Wildcats unable to make up any ground after they got within four. Folks, stick around. Fourth period coming up next here at the Checotah Event Center.
There is truly no place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines. Because we live where you live. Visit BravadoWireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back to the Checotah Event Center. As you can see, the Lexington Lady Bulldogs right there. They are in the lead, 44-33. The host team, Checotah Lady Wildcats, had pulled within four in that quarter. And then a couple of three-pointers by Grady and Sample. And Winterton ignited the 16-14 outscoring in that quarter. And Sample picks off the pass, flips it over to Lehman. Lehman layup is good. 46-33, and just a few seconds gone in the fourth quarter. Lady Wildcats desperately trying to get some offense. Proctor's shot's blocked. Hanson has the rebound, but Hanson able to put it in. Henson now has 11 points. She'll be your leading scorer for Lady Wildcats. And another three-pointer, holy cow, from Sample. Sample, who had the breath knocked out of her in the first half, has hit 2 three-pointers in the second half. And another three-pointer, wow. Grady. So they are just raining three-pointers here, the Lexington Lady Bulldogs. They immediately pushed it 52-35. Checotah's going to take a full timeout. They want to talk about it, and we're going to talk about Bravado Wireless. We'll be back right after these messages.
You are called to be bold. You have a right to the best wireless service, high-speed internet, and customer service at a price you can feel good about. At Bravado Wireless, we know this, and that's why we put you and your community first. We are owned and operated right here in Eastern Oklahoma. We live where you live. We proudly connect you to your family, friends, and business partners wherever they are. Dallas, Seattle, Taipei, Toronto, and anywhere else in the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
We were there when your grandparents made their first telephone call. We were there when your parents were able to choose what to watch on cable. And now, we are here for you, providing high-speed internet service to your family. There is one thing we know for sure. No matter what happens next, Cross is here to keep you connected. Cross, serving families like yours, today and tomorrow.
Welcome back to the Checotah Event Center for the Checotah Crossroads Classic Basketball Tournament, presented by Bravado Wireless. The Lexington Lady Bulldogs are up 52-35 over the host Checotah Wildcats, Lady Wildcats. And on the run right there was Grady after the steal. And we had a Lady Wildcat hit the wall. I believe that's Thomas. And it was. She's up and walking. Thomas will be called for her second foul, 5th team foul, and will send Grady to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First one up and is good. Second one up and will not go in. Thomas will rebound it. So right now, the Lady Bulldogs are on a 9-2 run to open up the fourth quarter. Almost a 5-second, but a timeout by Checotah to stave off that 5-second count. So a 30-second timeout, a 9-2 run to open up the fourth quarter. And the Lexington Bulldogs have slowly started to pull away in this second half. Lady Wildcats will inbound the ball right here in front of the media table. And just her second bucket of the night, excuse me, that's her third, that's Proctor with a little floater there.
Hey, you guys gotta drop.
And going to get called for a travel there or a walk. So turn the ball over. That was Benson. I think she may have been off balance there. (53-37) to score. Lexington is in the lead. Thomas turnaround jumper and is good. So Destiny Thomas now has 8 points. There for a second, I thought she was going to make that shot. Winterton on the running kind of sky hook. Henson and won't get the bounce. Rebound by Sample. Out in front is nice layup there by Grady. Tell you what, Grady has some great ball control. Thomas jump shot won't go, and they said it was tipped by Lexington, so it will remain possession with Checotah. Clayton, first basket in the second half. And I would think that's what Lexington wanted to do, was to take Clayton out of the game. She missed a lot of shots early, just couldn't get any of them to drop. And I think it got frustrated her a little bit. They have been double teaming her down low, and it shows. She has 9 points on the night, well below her average. Thomas with the rebound. Hamilton brings the ball up for Lady Wildcats. Well, almost a nice putback by Thomas. Finally, Clayton gets a hold of it and gets it to drop and gets fouled in the process. And that will go, that foul will be on Benson, excuse me. And Johnson will get that, or excuse me, Clayton will get that one to drop. Goodness gracious. (55-44). Turnaround jumper, or turnaround layup, won't go for a Benson. Hamilton coast to coast, can't get the fall. Rebound and put back by Thomas. So a little spark of life there for the Lady Wildcats. Thomas has 10 points. Grady driving, got a lane, and can't get to go. I think she thought she was going to get fouled. Proctor with the rebound. That's probably, I think that's the first layup Grady has missed. And I don't know if it was a pass. I don't know if it was a pass or if she was trying to shoot, but either way, Proctor it didn't go where she wanted it. And she'll get called for the hold. And that's Proctor's 4th foul. So Sierra Winterton was shooting 1-on-1. First one did not go. Thompson jump shot. Nice look, couldn't get it to drop, and they're going to call Olivia Clayton, I believe, for the foul. And that is her 2nd personal foul. And the 8th team foul, and that will send Grady to the line. She is 50% from the line. And this one will drop in. Brings it back to a 10-point ball game. Second one will not fall. 56-46. And ball picked off by Wright. Wright's layup won't go. Rebound layup, that time it will go. 58-46. Three-pointer on the way by Henson, won't go. Rebound by Lehman, and she's hacked from behind. They're going to call it on Thomas. So that's her 3rd and the team foul number 9. And we'll send Kyra Lehman to the line. Will not go. Rebound by Thompson. And Thompson's jumper is blocked, and Bailey Todd's jumper is blocked. Lexington will call timeout, 30-second timeout. More likely, coach wants to just kind of set up and calm the girls down just a hair. They're up 58-46, 12-point advantage. And it just seems like every time Checotah starts to reel them in, they have a little push and put them back out in front. And I will say Lexington has a nice rotation of girls that have come in and out. So I've been real impressed with Lexington's bench, especially Anna Samples come off the bench and hit 2 big three-pointers in the second half. And it has really put a spark. She hit the one right before the end of the third quarter. Henson will pick up her 2nd personal foul, and now we're at double bonus. And at the line is number 20, Sierra Winterton. So she will shoot 2. First one goes in. Second one will go in as well. So now we have a 14-point ball game, 60-46. Under a minute to play, and Checotah desperately needs to try to get some shots off here. 45.41. Well, unless anything, a miracle happens, then Lexington will move on to play tomorrow night. And a three-pointer there by Henson. And a timeout by Checotah, a 30-second timeout. So Henson hits a three-pointer and brings it 49 to 60. But unless anything miraculous happens here, Lexington will move on to play tomorrow at 7 here at the Event Center. And Checotah will play tomorrow at 7 at the Truman-Dixon Fieldhouse at the old high school. Lexington will play Muldrow, and Checotah will play Stigler tomorrow. (49-60). 11-point ball game. Bulldogs have the lead. They have the ball. They're in the dark gray. And timeout called by Lexington Bulldogs as the trap was applied over there. And 30-second timeout. So coming up next, we have the Checotah Wildcats and the Lexington Bulldogs, as the boys will take on each other for the 8:30 matchup. We appreciate you watching. Let us know where you're watching from. Be sure and like and share. Like and share the stream if you're watching on Facebook. And like and share our Facebook page if you can. And Grady, just out of the inbounds, goes in uncontested nearly for 2 points. (62-49). Thomas three-pointer off the glass won't go. Again, Grady's out front, and another 2 points for her. And they're going to get a foul. I don't know if they're going to count the bucket or not. They do count the bucket. But they had a foul for a player trailing, and that was Thomas. Got tangled up with Webster. I didn't see what happened. I just saw Webster sliding on the floor. I heard that old skin sound when that skin hits that court. So Webster will shoot a pair. First one misses. So not the best of nights for the Checotah Lady Wildcats. I thought they had a pretty good practice session this afternoon. Just couldn't make it happen tonight. Hits the second one. 65-49. Henson, another three-pointer on the way, won't go. Rebound by Clayton, turnaround jumper, and so your final, folks, is 65-41 as the Lexington Lady Bulldogs will continue on to play in the winner's bracket tomorrow against Muldrow Lady Bulldogs. Checotah Lady Wildcats will play tomorrow against the Stigler Lady Panthers. Folks, stick around. We've got one more game tonight here at the Checotah Event Center for the Crossroads Classic. We've got Checotah Wildcats against the Lexington Bulldogs coming up next.